Hi guys, thanks so much for tuning in again with me today on the SHWeddings YouTube channel. I really do apologize for being kind of a video slacker this past week. I know that usually I do a vlog Monday and I just did not have the time this week. Actually, the reason I've been so busy is because I have a couple weddings in one weekend in April, in 2 weeks from now, and so I've been really working hard on preparations for that. And then one project in particular, one of the clients is a full planning client, so I've been working a lot on her decor items, and she was looking for some low budget ideas for ceremony decor. And I was reading the Ruffled blog and I came across this. This was a blog entry from a long time ago. I think I actually found it through a Google search, and they are tissue paper poms, which are used to line the ceremony aisle. They hang them on the side of the chairs and it kind of lines the aisle for the bride, and it's a really inexpensive project. I know a lot of you are probably familiar with tissue paper poms. I know a really easy way is to cut out long sheets of paper and then fold them in accordion style and then unravel them so you have like these big kind of tissue paper guys. These are just a little bit different, and I think they actually look a little bit more lush, a little bit more modern, and it looks like you spent a little bit more time on them, and I really like them. So I've been working really hard on that. They're really time consuming, unfortunately, but I think the time that you put into it is actually really worth it. I have one here for you. This is what they end up looking like. Now this one still needs to be fluffed just a little bit. It's a little flat because as you go around and insert the little flowers, you kind of have to push hard and you kind of flatten some of the edges, but this is what it kind of looks like. I'm really happy with the way they're coming out. I think they look a little bit more opulent than just the plain accordion tissue ones, and I don't know, I'm just really excited that I found this for my bride because she seems to really like them, so I'm really excited. So I thought I'd just kind of share a little bit of how you do that today. It's not going to really be a tutorial just because it's really self-explanatory. Like the tutorial would probably end up being like 60 seconds long, so I can actually just tell you how to do this. So as far as supplies, you'll need 5-inch diameter styrofoam balls, and my bride actually found them online through an eBay store really cheap. Lots and lots of tissue paper in your wedding colors. My bride is actually, her colors are dark royal blue and then different shades of pink. So this is the pink one, and then we're also going to have just royal blue ones as well. So she's going to mix and match. I actually kind of like the two-toned balls. Like if you wanted to do like just one color but different hues of that color, that would actually look really cool. You do need some wire that is easily bendable. I'm not sure what diameter this is, but just wire that's thick enough to puncture into the styrofoam, but not so thin that it's going to like completely fold on you, if that makes any sense at all. You're gonna need a hot glue gun and some hot glue to make sure that those flowers are secure in that styrofoam ball. And then just to cut the tissue paper, you're definitely gonna need a ruler and then some really good scissors. You don't want those edges to be really rough and mangled. So really high quality scissors I found are really important to this project. So that's pretty much it. So like I said, the tutorial for the actual flowers is a Martha Stewart tutorial. So it looks like these. If you guys read up on Martha Stewart weddings a lot, I'm sure you've seen these around. She uses these a lot. I think the main one that she uses them for are napkin rings. She puts, I think she ties them with ribbon and then wraps them around the napkin and then puts them on top of the plate for a plate setting, and it actually looks really pretty. So that's all these are, and what you do is you cut 10 by 5 inches of tissue paper and cut as many as you can at a time. I usually would try to cut like, I think like 20 pieces of tissue paper just so I have to keep cutting and cutting. It just makes it a little bit easier to cut as much as you can because they're all going to be the same length anyway. And then 4 sheets of tissue paper stacked when you actually have them cut, and all you do is fold them accordion style, just like you would for the regular tissue paper poms. So accordion fold is just taking your piece of paper and folding it back and forth so it ends up looking like this, and when you undo it, it looks like this. This is just a Crate and Barrel catalog that I had right at my feet, so I really do apologize for that, but this is what it's going to end up looking like. So you can just fold it down like an accordion, and then you're going to just take your wire. You're going to fold it around like this, and you're just going to bend it down. I'd actually been using pliers for this just because my fingers were starting to get sore. That's why I'm thinking this wire might be a little bit too thick. But whatever, if you have pliers, I'd recommend using them. If not, it's not really that big of a deal. And then just wrap the wire around like this, just so it's secure, so it kind of holds it. And then you're just going to unfold. Now obviously this one doesn't have the layers. Obviously before, like I said, you're going to have 4 layers of tissue paper, so you're going to have to unravel all of them. And then it ends up looking like this. So then all you do is you just stick these into your styrofoam ball. If you have different colors, you're going to want to figure out the pattern that you want to arrange them in. But it ends up looking really cute. And then what I just did was I took dabs of hot glue and I just put like a few little dabs around, so when I stuck it in, it was really in there. I've actually had a few brides in the past who have done this type of project. with all different kinds of materials like fabric flowers and felt and things like that. And the weight of the tissue paper or the fabric would actually end up sucking these out of the styrofoam ball, which ended up being kind of a hassle on the wedding day because we'd have to find some glue or some super glue or something, which luckily I always keep in my kit, by the way, so I was covered. But if you didn't have a wedding coordinator or a venue that had that on hand, you're kind of screwed, so that really sucks. So I just like to be extra careful and cautious and just kind of hot glue these things in there anyway. And then when you're getting towards the end, when you almost have your entire ball ready to go, kind of sounds weird, but yeah, it's a ball. You're going to want to take your ribbon. You're going to want to cut ribbons that are all equal length because you don't want these all staggering at different sizes down the aisle. I mean, maybe you do. I want them all the same. That's the look that me and my bride have discussed and agreed upon. So I pre-cut all of my ribbons so that they're exact same length. And then what you do is you just take a hot glue gun, you dab some glue in the space and just hold your ribbon there. And then when that's dry, I just like to be extra safe. I put a, what's it called? Just like a sewing pin, just like those little tiny like silvery pins that you can barely see. And I stuck it in there just to make sure that it held. Now this one isn't completely done because I think I'm going to have to add one more small flower because you can kind of see where the ribbon is and I don't like that. I want it to be perfect for my bride. So I think I'm going to have to add one more small flower. I think what I'm going to do is after I cut up all my big ones, I'm going to start making little tiny ones so that I can fill in holes in different areas. And I think that'll look actually kind of cool because it'll give it some texture. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. I'll let you guys know. But this is what it ends up looking like. So I really do like these. I think, like I said before, they're a little bit more opulent looking than just the plain accordion folded tissue ones. I think it looks a little bit more expensive. I know that these don't really look super expensive anyway, but it just looks like a little bit more fancy, I guess. So I think those are really cute because the bride is having a ceremony in a room that's a little bit more upscale, so it kind of matches her decor. But these would look so cute for like a garden outdoor ceremony as well, because with a garden you don't really need too much decor. But I know that a lot of brides who are like, well, we're still getting married in a beautiful garden that has a lot of beautiful scenery, but I still want something. Maybe they're really crafty and they want to create something for their ceremony. This is such a great idea. I don't know, I love it. And then if you wanted to kind of incorporate this as an entire theme for your wedding, you could put these little flowers just about anywhere. Like I said, napkin rings. To add some dimension to all of your signs, you can make like I don't know, like your guest book sign, any other signs that you have around your reception, just kind of poke them into like poster board or something, and then it'll be kind of sticking out. I think it'll look really cute like that. Let's just, you know what, let's try that. Here's my Crate and Barrel catalog here. So let's just say that, haha, this is your sign, and you have some text like all down here. You just poke this in the top. How easy is that? And then just take the wire and flatten it out in the back. Like that, so it stays. You kind of have a cute little like poof on your sign. Huh, I really like that. Huh, just an idea on the whim, you know. So yeah, so that's definitely something that you can incorporate into your entire wedding, actually, not just your ceremony. So yeah, I really like that. If you guys have any questions, let me know. I'll post the link down below where I found the actual tutorial. I'm sorry this wasn't like a full tutorial for you guys, but because it is just so easy to do, I didn't think it was necessary, and it is just one thing I do want to warn you of. It is really, really time consuming. For my bride, I have to make 20 of these balls, and I filled up this entire IKEA bag with these little flowers, and it only made, I think, 8 balls. So, I mean, it is definitely time consuming. That's why I really haven't been making a lot of videos lately. All of my free time has gone to this. So just keep that in mind. It's definitely a project where if you start early enough, if you just do like a couple a week or something, that's easily doable. But yeah, I hope that you guys enjoyed that. And if you have any questions, like I said, let me know. Otherwise, I'll talk to you soon. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.